Hi everybody, Julie here, back with you to do another loaf of soap. This is going to be a soap that will be ready for the New Year's launch. And when I say New Year's launch, actually the soaps will be launching January 15th, 2018 in my online store at northernwaterscleansing.ca. So I typically don't talk in my videos, but this one needs a little bit of explanation. So I'm just going to take you through a couple of the things that are unique about this batch of soap. The very first thing that is unique about this batch is that I'm using a fragrance oil called Fairy Dust. Now this is my first time using this fragrance, and from what I have read online, it does accelerate trace. And I do want to do a hanger swirl in this one, so it's good if the batter is a little bit thicker for that versus like super liquid thin, because when it's a little thicker it tends to, you get nicer swirls. Because I'm soaping at room temperature, my batter would typically be quite thin, but with this fragrance oil I'm hoping that it speeds it up just enough that I can get a nice hanger swirl. So I'm not going heavy on the fragrance. I'm just going to be using 30 mils, which is about, a third of what I could safely put in this loaf of soap. So it's definitely going to be on the lighter side. So I'm just really hoping that that all balances out. One thing I am going to do is put some melt and pour embeds on top. So this is actually called Purple Galaxy, the coloring. So this was clear melt and pour, poured into the gumball molds. So I did that earlier today. And then I'm also gonna do I have some spa salts here, so I'm gonna sprinkle these on top. I am intending to do a high top bar of soap. So I will have a separate piping recipe that I'm going to end up piping on top of this soap. But for now, what's in this bowl are really the base oils for the base soap. So back to the salts. This is called Pretty in Pink. It's a neon powder from Candor Soap. And this one is called Purple Galaxy. So same color as those gumball embeds. I'll try and tilt this towards the light a little bit so you can see the colors a little better. Of course, I'm soaping at night as per usual once my kids are asleep. But yeah, so it is the same color purple, but I just haven't used quite as much mica in the salts as I did in the embeds. As for colors that will actually be in the base soap, I'm using a set of different purple and pink. So this one is called Tofino Sunset. That's the pink, and the purple is called Energy Purple. So I haven't used either of these before. I got these micas from a supplier out on the West Coast, and I can't recall their name right now. So if I remember it, or when I look it up, I can leave that in the description below. Because typically I use my micas from Candor Soap or Yellow Bee. So, but every now and then I use these micas from the other provider, and I will try and leave their name in the description. So anyways, base soap is going to be titanium dioxide, and then I'll just have the other accent colors, the Energy Purple and the Tofino Sunset in the soap. So I'm going to get started very shortly.